of how excited KU fans are about you and your potential and the fact that you're here? I mean,
Yes,
do you
sir.
feel that?
Yes, sir. I actually do feel. I always get stuff from fans and stuff like that. I see on Twitter a lot, so I am very aware of it.
What's that feel like?
It feels good. I think it's a blessing just to be in the position I am. So I'm gonna just not take it for granted and just take it day by day.
You're one of a few early enrollees. Just what's the process been like of getting acclimated after leaving kind of midway through your second season?
It's kind of crazy. My first workout here was very different from high school. It's more structured, more fast-paced. So I think just doing this is a very good thing for me because I get to do spring ball and get to learn the playbook earlier than the other people coming. So I think it's great.
You hear the coaches talk about how fast-paced practice is here. Just how different is it than what you did in high school?
It's way different. It's more structured, just like I said. It's way more fast-paced. There is no breaks. It's very fast breaks. You got to get done with the play, get right back, and say the next play. So it's very fast-paced.
Somebody just asked Coach Z about you, and he said, you've got a little bit of Jalen in you. What's that to be?
I'll be honest, I think I do. I think me and him kind of built the same. We kind of play the same on film. I see a couple of the same cuts that we make, and I just think we're kind of similar players. So,
what's that relationship been like with him so far? And you get to learn
it's been very
from
good. Me and him talk every day. We talk all the time. Me and him play the game together. So just getting to know Jalen is great. He's a very good person, very great person, great guy to be around. So just watch what he do, and I can learn from him.
What have you learned so far? It's been a short time, but anything on that list?
Yeah, he taught me some coverages. He taught me how to drop back, different drop backs, what the defense does, and how to read stuff. So he also taught me how to just release the ball better because he throws with a lot of power. So I'm just trying to learn from him.
Was there something on your list that you came in with saying, okay, I want him to show me this, this, and this? I mean, did you have that kind of list?
Just how to manage the offense and just how to play.
Yeah.
Just how to play.
We've heard a little bit from your coaches about your ability to kind of shake off a play, whether it's good or bad. Just where does that kind of come from?
I just think that just comes from God. Ever since I was young, my dad and my whole family, my dad played tailback, and I think I got a little bit of him in me. So I think whenever a bad play goes, I think my IQ is very good and my vision's good. So I think it's when a bad play happens, I know how to make it into a great play.
What's been the biggest acclimation process for you here so far?
Just make sure I'm very organized. Just like I said, make sure I take it day by day. I try not to look ahead. I'm just focused on the process. If I focus on the process, then the outcome will come. So I'm just focused on the process day by day.
Did you do anything under center in high school? And if not, just what's that process?
No, I've never been under. Well, I've been under center probably a couple times in high school, just for a QB sneak. I'm be honest. So it's very different. I learned how to get my hands right because my first time going, it was not good. So just learning from the other QBs and the coaches, it's been good so far.
Obviously, you got a good relationship with Coach Zabrowski during the recruiting process. I guess what's different about it when it turns into a coach player, not a coach recruit type of situation?
It's very different. Coach Z is a great guy. He's a great coach, and I knew he was a great coach because he's built great quarterbacks here. So just coming here, I trust Coach Z a lot. So whatever he says, I trust. I go with it. But Coach Z's very intense. He's very intense when he can be. So, yeah.
Got a lot of veteran receivers on your team. What have you seen from them?
I've seen a lot of great plays from them. Them going up and making plays on the ball, making catches, and making plays after the catch. So I just think that's because they're just great players and they know how to play.
What's the biggest thing you would say you've learned in the last month or two?
How to say cadence and how to read plays fast. Because in high school, the plays will be big. These is small. You have to read it nice and clear. I learned how to say it clear and how to make sure everybody's in the right spot.
How have the guys helped you? Obviously, being a guy that was in high school, several weeks ago, how have some of the active players helped you acclimate, get used to life here?
Of course, it's sometimes during practice where I can do some freshman stuff, but the guys, they're always got my back and they always work with me. So they always work with me, and whenever something does go wrong, they just help me out, and I help them out too. So having them, knowing that they know what to do, helps me a lot too.
Who are some of the dudes specifically that have helped you just over the last 2 months?
I'll say Dre Dorian, tight end Jade, and him helped me a lot. And also the coaches and the other QBs. I say, it's always a competition, but I think we're like a big family. They always help me, I always help them. And I think I learned most of my stuff from the other QBs. I asked them all the time questions.
Isaiah, you came in early, but you also had some of the guys in your class coming early. How much does that help to have them guys here?
No, I think it helps a lot, especially my teammate Jalen Todd. I've been knowing him since I was about 8 years old. So him coming here, it makes me feel more comfortable knowing that he's going through it with me. So me and him been doing good so far, and it just feels great. Also, Dak, I've been doing good with Dak and Harry Stewart. Harry's ever since I came here, me and Harry is with each other all the time. So just me and him getting, because he plays tailback, so we got to make sure we get that connection. We always talk. That's my brother.
What do Jayhawk fans need to know about you?
That I'm a playmaker and that I can make plays, very electrifying, and I'm just a playmaker.
Some of the guys you mentioned there, you were on the recruiting visit with last June. I guess, how does a visit like that help you get a relationship with Harry and Dak and guys like that, and how has that built over time?
Of course, I think built over time because as soon as we got down here, it wasn't brand new. I already knew who Harry was, his mom. So just us meeting back in June was very great because he committed Dak. We all knew each other. So I just think when we kind of seen each other this past January, it was kind of like a little get together. So it was, yeah.
Coach Z said that you and Jalen have some similar traits. How do you balance? Like, you want to learn from him, and if you can pick up from him, that's great. But you don't want to try to be the exact same player he is, right?
I think I balance that by just being myself, but also learning that the great things that he do, I can take from. So he always talks to me during practice. Coach Z does too. But it's times where me and him can have kind of the same kind of juke move or same kind of throw. So.
You mentioned being a day-to-day guy, focusing on the short term, but big picture, like, what are your goals for a first spring practice like this?
First spring practice, just to limit my mistakes and just to be very coachable and just to be a great teammate, great player, and just to make sure the reps that I do get, I take advantage of them. I have to take advantage of my reps that I get.